This is BBC News. To Morocco, and the government there says it will rebuild around 50,000 homes damaged by last week's earthquake. Authorities say they'll provide more than $13,000 for each home that was completely destroyed and now needs reconstruction. They'll also offer $8,000 for those partially damaged. Well, live now to our correspondent Sally Nabil in Marrakesh. Hello there to you, Sally. And I presume you have one of those homes behind you.
Yeah, exactly. What lies behind me is just a fraction of the destruction this country has seen over the past week or so, and it is just a glimpse of what Morocco has gone through as a result of the earthquake. And this is why the King issued a series of decisions last night regarding a rehousing program and the reconstruction plan. He also allocated aid to affected families, around $3,000 or so. But the problem is now, or the big question is, how long this plan will take to be put into place. One of the biggest problems facing people now, especially in mountainous villages that have been hit the hardest, is shelter. Many of them have spent days in the open air in the chilly weather at night, and some of them at best have some makeshift tents to stay. So for how long we are going to stay this way, that's the big question. Morocco has been very selective in accepting foreign aid. It only accepted aid coming from 4 countries, including the UK. So this needs a lot of money, it needs a lot of expertise and equipment, and whether or not Morocco will be able to do that on its own, that remains to be seen. But the King has also said that orphan children will be put under state care. Children who lost their parents as a result of the earthquake will now have government care. The government will pay for their education and for their health care in the years to come. According to the UNICEF, there are more than 100,000 children that have been affected by the earthquake.
Sally, we just had some pictures, and hopefully we can go back to those. There is a town called Yaqub. Hopefully I've pronounced that correctly. And rescue workers have, through the morning, been preparing to enter that town. This is a week on. I mean, how precarious is that search and rescue operation?
It's pretty precarious, and it's facing a lot of logistic problems because the hardest hit areas are just up high in the Atlas Mountains, and there are landslides and the roads have been blocked. So a lot of rescue teams are really struggling to get to these areas, and this is where aid is needed the most. And this is why the Moroccan authorities have been criticized for being really selective in accepting aid from foreign countries. People have been suffering at the very first days. They didn't have even water or food or medical supplies. Now the problem that's really dominating the scene is shelter. It's really hard for rescue and aid workers to reach these villages, and there are at least dozens or maybe hundreds of them.
Okay, Sally, thank you very much. That was Sally Nabil there.